Everybody looks good. Welcome to the Old Swedes Church in South Philly. We did the very first Low Cut Connie show ever right here, right? New Year's Eve, 2011. And it's like a home away from home. I want to thank Jim and Paula for having us here. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live at home? Woo! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh! 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 Read! Hey! All right, it's enough. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Boys and girls, welcome to Tough Cookies. Are we live? Are you watching at home? Are we cool, George? Can you see me? Can you hear me? But the real thing is, I want you to see the gorgeousness of this crowd that we have assembled here tonight at the Old Swedes Church in South Philly. Look at these people. Woo! Woo! It's a handsome crowd. It's a handsome crowd. George, is this night 108? 109. We have done 108 of these episodes, and tonight we add to it with episode 109. Boys and girls watching at home, tell me one thing. Where are you right now? Where are you? Are you in Florida? Are you in California? Are you in Iowa, England? Are you at work? Are you in your car? Are you in the bubble bath? What are you doing right now? What are you wearing? How are you feeling? And George is going to let me know, because I want to make sure that you at home are happy tonight. I want you to leave happy. Even if you're showing up stressed, even if you're showing up with any kind of worries or whatever, we're going to get together, we're going to talk about it, we're going to listen to some music, we're going to laugh, we're going to do all the things, and I want everybody to feel a little bit better at the end of this broadcast. So boys and girls, put your hands together. I'm going to start with the Low Cut Connie song, and everybody, if you know it, you're going to sing along. Woo! Woo! 69, are we cool, Georgie? Looking good. Shake it little, shake that little love. Oh yeah, shake it little, shake that little. Oh yeah. Watch out. I think I got my answer. Shake it, lips. Gonna be a red hot dancer. Everybody's going crazy. I'm gonna go full Swayze. Sweet cheeks, McCary. Even though it's pretty weird. Even though I got a fucking beard like that guy. If we put on some tie, shake my ass all night at the old Swedes church in South Philly. Shake it little, shake that little love. Shake it little, shake that little. Oh yeah, yeah. Sing it with me, 1, 2, 3, sing. Shake it, little teen. Tina, woo! Shake it, little Tina. I love you all so much. Shake it, little Tina. Woo! George, are we cool? Where do we have people watching right now? Like, where in the world? New Orleans. Doylestown. That's a lot. We have somebody watching in Australia. What's up? They got up early. We got England, and shit's late for them. It's midnight. Woo! Shit. We got Pennsylvania, you said Midwest, we got Minnesota, North Carolina, Iowa. I love you all so much. We want to let you know how we do it here in Philly. So I thought I would do something special. We do this thing on the show. George, watch this, ready? I'm gonna get ready for that graphic. This is called a Philly special. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken. We have so much incredible music that has come out of this city. And we have done, I don't know, probably 30 plus songs out of Philly. I thought just for tonight, I would do something that everybody knows. I'm gonna do this and you better be singing along. By the greatest group, most successful group to ever come out of Philadelphia. The best-selling duo of all time in the history of recorded music. One of my favorite songwriters, singers, producers, and they're still going strong. I think you know who it is. Do you know who it is at home? What I want, you got my heart and hand, like a flame that burns a candle feeds the flame. Oh yeah, what I got, don't stop. The dreams and thoughts are scattered. You put them all together. And how I can't explain. Oh yeah, well you home, say ooh, ooh, ooh. On a night, bad dreams become a scream. It's messing with the dream, but I laugh it in his face. Oh yeah, 'cause what I got, you wrap your arms around, and it ain't the way I found it. I'll never be the same. Oh yeah, well, you, come on, sing it with me now, motherfucker. You make my dreams come true. Well, you make my dreams come true. Come on, Oates. Listen to this. Oh! Listen to this. Hey, hey. Listen to this. Hands up. Down on my daydreams. Oh, that sleepwalk should be over by now. Yeah, yeah. You make my dreams come true. Well, you make my dreams come true. I'm talking about Hall & Oates, baby. Hey Georgie, let's try and get Hall & Oates on the show, huh? A lot of people over the years have said, what does Oates do? You know what? It's like Chris Rock said, I don't know what Oates does, but Hall never had a hit record without him, you know? You make my dreams come true. Oh. Boys and girls, I want to do a little tribute right now. This past week, we lost an incredible piano player. Maybe you've heard of him, Ramsey Lewis. Ramsey Lewis, who lived well into his 80s. He was still performing amazingly on a piano. He hosted a radio show in Chicago for so many years, playing all kinds of incredible jazz. He had an amazing hit song back when there could be a jazz hit song on the radio. It was an instrumental song in the middle 60s called The In Crowd. He did a little bit of a live album in Washington, D.C. in the 60s, and this was a song that had been performed by Dobie Gray. Dobie Gray, who sang Gimme the Beat Boys, that song, yeah? Anyway, Ramsey Lewis, he and his trio, they did a instrumental version, and I absolutely always adored this song, so I want to dedicate this to Ramsey Lewis. I'm going to do my best to play the piano okay for you, Ramsey. Familiar? Give me a little clap. Because on the original record, there's a whole club full of people clapping. What's amazing is how much a little bit of a clap on the 2/4 makes a song come alive. Woo! One more time, let's do it. gotta do one more song that everybody knows and that you can. This song is a song that everybody who's watching this show, whether you're in the room or at home, you're not gonna clap, you're gonna stamp your feet, okay? I think you'll know what to do. This is a song that everybody knows, a version of this song from the 1980s, but it's a song that goes all the way back to the 1960s by an artist named Gloria Jones. I'm gonna play the first few notes and let's see if you recognize it. Recognize that shit? Yeah, you got it. All right, let's do it. Sometimes I feel I've got to get away. I've got to run away from the pain. You turn me to the heart of me. The love we share seems to go nowhere, and I've lost my light. Well, I toss and turn, I can't sleep at night. First I ran to you, now I run to you. This tainted love you give, I give you all a boy can give. Take my tears and that's not nearly all. Tainted love, tainted love, tainted love. Sing with me at home. Tainted love. Now I know I've got to get away. I've got to run away from the pain you hide me tonight. To make it right, you need someone to hold you tight. And you think love is to pray, but I'm sorry, I don't pray that way. Once I ran to you, I ran, now I run from you. This tainted love you give it, I give you all the boy can give. Take my tears and that's not needed. Oh, tainted love, come on. Tainted love, come on. Come on, Australia. Don't touch me, please. I cannot stand the way you tease love, but it hurts me so. So I've got to pack my things and go. Tainted love, tainted love, tainted love, tainted love. Baby, baby, where did our love go? Oh, don't you leave me. Don't you leave me no more. I got this burning, yearning feeling inside me, deep inside me, and it hurts so bad. What's it, girls? The group from Leeds, England is called Soft Cell. Have you heard of Soft Cell? Yeah, Soft Cell in the 1970s came together at a university in Leeds, at an art college. Yeah, did you get that right? You went to Leeds? Are you from Leeds? Fuck out of here. What did you do, fly in from Yorkshire to come to South Philly? You're both very handsome, like people from Leeds tend to be. Wait, what are you doing in South Philly on a Thursday night?
On a trip over here.
Shit. What's your name?
Eddie.
Eddie? Everybody give it up for Eddie from Leeds. Woo, shit. Fuck out of here. What, did you know I was gonna do that song and you just showed up for me to do the shit? Jesus, wow. George, that was special. You never know who's gonna show up. You can't leave now, by the way. I know your name. I know all about you. You stay put. I can see you right across the piano. Anyway, Soft Cell an incredible, one of my favorite groups of that era. They made a debut album that is, if you haven't heard, non-stop erotic cabaret. That's right. Which is another name for this show right now. Yeah. That was their debut album. It had Tainted Love on it. It was a cover of a fairly obscure song by Gloria Jones that was not really a hit song. Gloria Jones was the girlfriend of Mark Bolan from T-Rex, and she actually made a pretty cool second version of Tainted Love in the 70s, kind of like a more disco version. But it was Soft Cell, their cover that they recorded in one day in one take, that is still one of the biggest cover song hits of all time. Yeah. Anyway, I want to introduce a very special pal of mine. She lived in Philadelphia for many years. She lived in New Orleans for many years. And we have intersected through our music. And if you've watched 108 episodes of Tough Cookies, if you're that desperate for entertainment, you may have seen that I did an interview with her last year that was just fantastic. It's one of my favorite interviews. And like me, she's a true lifer of rock and roll. She runs her own business, her label, and she's out there killing it every night, not just in the United States, but overseas. And she writes fantastic, truth-telling, funny songs. I want you to give it up for my pal, Carsey Blanton. Come on. Carsey,
Adam.
you have the hair that I want.
Well, you know, grass is always greener. I love your haircut. I would love to have that hair.
We have to talk products.
Okay, products. Miss Jessie's, I recommend.
Miss Jessie's, that a curl cream?
That is a curl cream.
Okay, we gotta talk.
Okay.
Because I'm having, like, I was using Bumble and Bumble for many years.
Overpriced.
And they, not only is it overpriced, but they changed the formula. Shit doesn't work anymore.
Rude.
George, you know, I hate when things change. You can't just, like, if you have a flavor like of a granola bar or ice cream or curl cream, and you change it and you don't tell people, I hate that shit.
This must be a difficult lifestyle for you, traveling around the world.
Yeah, you
Things
can't.
changing all the
you
time.
cannot get consistently good curl cream.
Do you ever try to get curl cream in like a truly white country, like the whitest countries, like
Like
in-
Ireland?
Well, no, they have curly hair in
Or
Ireland.
Denmark?
I'm talking Denmark, Sweden. I
No.
got stranded in Sweden one time, no conditioner, no curl cream. Walked around Stockholm for like 2 hours,
Oh,
being
jeez.
like,
It's
"Does
a
anyone
nightmare.
have curl cream?"
It's a nightmare.
It was a nightmare. It was very stressful.
You need to go to a Semitic country,
Exactly. Exactly.
which technically South Philly is like a Semitic.
Amen to that.
Anyway,
Just two Jews in an Episcopal. I can't say the word. That's how Jewish I am. In a church. Two Jews in a church.
yes.
Not a synagogue. Talking about curl cream,
Well,
everybody. That's Philadelphia. It's a
We
beautiful
are
thing.
technically in a church hall. We're not in the sanctuary, which is why I'm able to say shit like Mazel Tov motherfuckers.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good. That's
so
gonna come in handy later.
You can say whatever you want,
Fuck yes, I will.
and I want to tell everybody that's watching. Carsey put out a record during the pandemic called Love and Rage. Yes. That's one of my favorite albums to come out over the last couple years. Carsey, would you do me the honor of perform? There's a song on that record that I love
Yeah.
called Be Good.
Talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, it's in Philly we call it Yo, Be Good.
Yeah,
Yo, Be Good. Be Good.
that's right.
Um,
That's the technical name of the song.
So I'd like you to perform that song, and then if you would, I'd like you to stick around so we can chat, and could we maybe do a song together as well?
I would love that.
All right, everybody give it up for Carsey Blanton. This is called Be Good.
Well, handily, this is a song about Jesus, so we're in the right place at the right time. Jesus Christ was a handsome man. He had nothing to hide. He said, Give bread to the hungry, bring the homeless inside. Jesus Christ was a dangerous man. That's the way that he died, saying, be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. Be good to the people. Be good to the people. Be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. Dr. King was a preacher. He had God on his side. He said, all God's children are brothers. Don't cast your brother aside. Dr. King was a dangerous man. That's the way that he died, saying, be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. Yeah. Be good to the people. Be good to the people now. Be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. There ain't nothing more criminal than kindness. No. 'Cause there ain't nothing more valuable than blindness. So they'll make anyone a martyr who reminds us everybody got a right to be free. Be good to the people now. Be good to the people. Be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. Love everybody alive. Love everybody alive. Perfect, you're right. Let's do that. We'll take this, I'll sit down, we'll get comfy, we'll have a little chat.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
Thank you.
I love that song. You know, we've spoken a lot before, but tonight is kind of a very special night because I have two guests tonight.
Yes.
And both of you are truth-telling Jews.
Thank you.
Not afraid to say what you feel, what you believe, and manifest what you want to see in the world through your songs.
Proud to be part of the lineage.
My other guest tonight, who we're going to be talking to in a few minutes, is a 91-year-old gentleman who's a legend of folk music, Ramblin' Jack Elliott.
Crazy. That is so cool.
Yeah. I asked Ramblin' Jack, who spent 2 years with Woody Guthrie, 1 year on the road and 1 year living with him in New York City, why is it important that we still listen to protest songs, some of which are 100 years old, 90 years old, 80 years old, and were written about different times, different issues. Why do you think it's important to still have protest music now?
Oh, wonderful question. Because the struggle's not over. There's only one struggle. It's still going on. We're still doing it now. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's a very few people in power versus everybody else in the world. So the good news is there's a lot more of us than there are of them, but the bad news is they have all the money and all the power. So I think protest music is about galvanizing us to remember that we have them outnumbered and we're going to win in the end.
Wow. You grew up in the South, right?
I did in Virginia.
in a small town in Virginia.
Yeah.
You were probably one of very few Jewesses of the town. Am I right?
I was indeed, yeah.
How do you think that shaped, your relationship with speaking up?
Well, I think that I'm very comfortable being an outsider, and not just because of being Jewish. I also didn't go to school. I was a homeschooler, but not the religious kind. I was the non-religious kind of homeschooler in a very small town called Luray, Virginia. And all of my friends were Seventh-day Adventists, because that was the only other kind of homeschooler that they had there. And so when I was like 9 or 10, that started to become a conflict, because it became clear that we weren't kind of in the same club. I remember sitting on a swing set with my friend Karen, and she had this ring, and she was like talking to it really, really intense. I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "I'm praying for your soul." So
Oh, shit.
she's like, "I don't want you to go to hell." She starts crying.
Did you say, don't worry about me?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think.
It's like that. Have you heard that Maggie Smith quote? You know Maggie Smith, Downton Abbey, she said, "To me, religion is like a penis. You can be very proud of it, but don't wave it in my face."
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Perfectly said.
I killed the
Yeah.
vibe with that one.
I think you just nailed it. You said exactly the right thing. Everyone has to sit and think about it now. Like, wow, it is like a penis.
Everybody's picturing Maggie Smith swatting a penis away. Right, Colin? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Shit.
Yes.
George, we lost him. Well, on your record, Love and Rage, like on the cover of your record, you had people that look like they've been protesting all day,
Yeah.
and they're wearing masks.
Yep. Do you know where they are?
No, please
In that
tell me.
photo, they're on the steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Because that was where we were protesting that summer quite a bit. Was anybody in here at those protests? I bet some people were. I know at least one person was, because I was there with her.
Were you there?
I was there.
Tell us about that day and why you chose that photograph.
I found that photo. I didn't take that myself. It was actually in this spread in the New Yorker magazine about the Philadelphia protests, because there's this wonderful photographer named Isaac Scott who documented the protests in these gorgeous black and white film photos. But I was there, and it was just such an intense time. And
Yeah.
it was early in the pandemic too, so it felt like the world was falling apart in 4 or 5 different ways.
June.
June
Yeah.
1st, 2020. Yeah.
And you were already putting the record together,
Yeah.
and you already had this song written.
That's right.
It's my favorite song of yours, called "Party at the End of the World."
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
well, how did the meaning of singing that song change with the events of quarantine and George Floyd and COVID and everything that was going on when you were putting the record out?
Made me feel very prescient, I'll say. Because every time I play this song now, people are
Prescient.
like, prescient? Is that how you say that? I don't know. How to say
George, we need a definition on prescient.
Google it. It made me feel like I could see the future, because I wrote Party at the End of the World in 2019. I don't know if you remember who the president was then. I'm not going to
I
name any
blocked it out of my
names.
memory.
Yeah. It felt kind of apocalyptic around here at the time,
Uh-huh.
even though we had never heard of COVID-19, and we weren't doing people weren't all out in the streets
Uh-huh.
and burning down cities and stuff, but it already felt like, oh shit,
Yeah.
stuff's really falling apart. So I wrote this song at that time, and then it seems like the following, now it's been how many years? 24 years since 2019, I think.
Oh God.
11 or 12 years. And it just feels like stuff continues to kind of fall apart in a more and more interesting way.
But somehow you find in your songs a way to find joy and party while making social commentary. That's what I love about your music. So how do you do that? How do you get to the party when you feel like things are moving in the wrong direction?
I'm glad you asked, because I have four ingredients to my songs, and this is what makes, no matter what you're writing about, you need some of these ingredients: hooks, humor, sex, and soul. Have you ever agreed with anyone more than that, Adam?
No.
I knew you were gonna like that.
Because I'm thinking of like every musical artist from every genre that I love,
They got at least 2.
whether it's country or funk or electric or electronic or whatever, you gotta have those things.
Hooks, humor, sex, soul. You can write about anything you want, and if you have those ingredients, it's going to be fun to sing along.
All right, well, speaking of hook, sex, soul, and what was the other shit?
Humor.
Humor. Can we do Party in the End of the World together?
Yes, please.
All right, fuck it. All right, let's do it.
I
George,
gotta
are we
get
cool?
myself all set up again.
Yeah? Are
Whoa.
people getting bored at home? Would you tell me? All right, no yawning. All right, this is called Party at the End of the World with my good pal Carsey Blanton, which is episode
This
109.
mic stand, I think, is going to fall over a little bit.
Come here, Bobby.
Yeah, do that. Will you? I'll tune this. You do that. We'll get ourselves together. Friends.
Hold on.
Friendship is what makes the whole thing. There's no I in team, you guys. Yes?
It's okay.
I'll stand.
It's,
like
it's only
good
rock and roll,
posture.
baby. It's only rock and roll. George, that's a terrible
Oh,
sound.
Lord. Here, we can do this too.
George.
Beautiful. That's it.
We
That's the
lost
one.
it. We
And if
had it, we
falls,
lost
just,
it.
I'm gonna need you to jump up and we'll just hold it till it's done. All right. 2, 3, 4. It's hard to tell, but here's a story. We're going out in a blaze of glory. It's too late now to fix this mess. So honey, put on that party dress. Yeah. There's a party at the end of the world. Let's go to the party at the end of the world. We'll dance with the beautiful girl. It's our last chance. A party at the end of the world. There's a party at the end. We can dance and we can kiss. Toast to all the things we'll miss. Snow in winter, rain in summer. Banging drums and banging drummers. There's a party at the end. Come on.
Woo! Come on, Carsey.
There's a party at the end. Bang the drum and sing around and pass around, we're going down. Bang the drum and sing around and pass around, we're going down. Bang the drum and sing around, pass around, we're going down.
Woo! Give it up for Carsey Blanton. Woo, God. That's my girl. Everybody feeling good? Oh my God. Boys and girls, this broadcast that's going on right now in real time, this is real. This sweat, this schwitz is real. Look at these people. Look at these gorgeous people. The smiles are real. The handsomeness is real. Yes, this is real time. We are live right now. Right now. This broadcast is going to conclude in 20 minutes, but there's an after party. There's an after party. So if you want more, and I'm going to be doing another couple songs with Carsey. I want to bring her back up. And I'm thinking maybe, Carsey, could we do some Motown? Oh, shit. Not now. Shit. We're going to be doing some Motown, maybe. On the after party, you got to go to Patreon, George, right? For the Patreon after party. And I want to let everybody know that this is episode 109. This is the first time that we have brought this back after we took a break from doing it in person. Now, I had this belief late in 2021 that we could transition into a situation where we could get together in person and keep these live, unscripted, wild nights together going, but the world had other plans. We did one with Miss Betty Levette. I think that was episode 101 or 2 or 3, I don't fucking know. They don't care. They don't care. And it was in Asbury Park, and it was a smash. We had so many people. We had an amazing conversation with Betty Levette, amazing songs, and then Omicron and the world shut us down. And here we are almost a year later, and we're just trying to reboot. So I want to thank you all for watching tonight and for being here tonight, because I really want to keep this alive. Yeah. And so with that, George, get that there's a poster or some shit? I don't fucking know. We're gonna do episode 110, 111, and 112 from Asbury Park, New Jersey at the Danny Clinch Gallery. Okay? Good clap. She was making a face like, I'm not going to Asbury Park. Something happened with you at Asbury years ago, and she's like, I'm never going back there. We'll talk. My guest, I'm gonna have a live guest at each performance. Next month's guest is my good friend, Jesse Mallon. Many of you know Jesse. And we will have some amazing guests for November and for December. I can't tell you, but tickets, George, are almost sold out for a bunch of these shows. So if you want them, go get them, lowcutconnie.com. I would love to see some of you in Asbury Park. Also, George, what else am I doing? I'm doing the fucking Philadelphia Music Fest next month. Woo, shit. We are going to be playing at World Cafe Live, and we have a whole slew of surprise guests at the show. It's a celebration of music from Philadelphia, and just don't miss it. I'll see you there. And then in December, we're going to be at the Stone Pony. And we're going to close out the year in Long Island at the Huntington Paramount Theater in Huntington, New York, on Strong Island. I will see you all there. What are you laughing at? Are you from Long Island? Okay. You like it. Good. Thank you. Very good. All right. I want to do something for you right now to take us home. I think I'm going to do... I know what I'm going to do. Let's go talk to my pal Ramblin' Jack Elliott. How about that? Ramblin' Jack Elliott, 91 years old. He has had a career that goes back 75 years because he started as a teenager. He was born in Brooklyn. I think it was 1931. He ran away from home. He dropped out of high school. And he picked up with a rodeo. This is in the 1940s. Eventually, he linked up with Woody Guthrie, spent 2 years on the road with Woody Guthrie. He intersected with legends of American music like Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee and Leadbelly and all the early Pete Seeger. And in 1951, he went over to England and he brought American folk music to England. He was one of the first artists. And as children, artists like Mick Jagger, Rod Stewart, Jimmy Page saw Ramblin' Jack Elliott in the 50s. And because of the folk boom that happened in the 1960s with Bob Dylan, etc., he's never gotten his due. But this gentleman has been playing American folk songs now for 70 plus years. So I asked Ramblin' Jack what it was like to go to England in 1951, before rock and roll was popular or the term was out there, before the term folk music was even used. And we talked about his time in England in the early 50s. So let's go talk to Ramblin' Jack Elliott. We'll be back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am a Leadbelly fanatic. He, I think, was one of the great musicians of the 20th century. Did you
Absolutely right.
Did you cross paths with Leadbelly?
I was in a radio program where he was performing, and I was one of about 8 or 9 people in the audience. And the performers were Leadbelly, Woody Guthrie, and Oscar Brand was the MC of the program. It was a little radio show in WNYC. Didn't get to meet Woody because he disappeared immediately after the show ended.
Mm-hmm.
But as Leadbelly was putting his 12-string guitar away in the case, and I was about 16 years old, and I had just started playing guitar only a few months before. And I was 18, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was before I met Woody. And Leadbelly was very sick.
Mm-hmm.
He passed away with Lou Gehrig's disease only a few months after. But he could play. He could still play. And as he was putting his guitar in the case, I, as an inquisitive young teenager and wannabe guitar picker, I found myself standing very close behind him, observing as he was putting the guitar in the case. Mm-hmm. And we had a conversation. I could remember the whole conversation verbatim. As he was putting the guitar in the case, and I was a little too close, and I must have bumped his elbow. Uh-huh. And I said, "Oops," and Leadbelly said, "Excuse me." Or maybe Leadbelly said, "Oops," and I said, "Excuse me." I'm not sure, but that was the entire conversation.
Wow. Well, you rubbed elbows with Leadbelly.
Yeah, and he died soon afterward, not from the elbow injury.
Yeah. Give it up for my pal Eric, 13 on the DJ. He's going to be DJing our after party. Colin, I want you to see that everybody's in line to get some wine and popcorn and shit. Everybody in line, are you having a good time over there? Yeah? God, I love this place. This is Old Sweets Church. Am I right, Jim? Is this the oldest church in Pennsylvania? Yes. What's the year?
1700 it was built.
1700?
So it's easy to figure out. 322 years old.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
If it was in Europe, it'd be the youngest church on the block.
Oh my God.
Here in America, it's the oldest.
Oh my God, everybody give it up for my good pal, Jim Benacci. Jim and his wife Paula, who's dishing out the wine and popcorn and shit, they run this place, and they are basically the mayors of South Philadelphia, pretty much. So anytime you're in Philly, you can come by and stop by and ask for Jim and Paula. Tell them Low Cut Connie sent you. Okay? We are going to be talking to Ramblin' Jack Elliott a little bit more on the after party, so tune in to Patreon in 10 minutes. But meanwhile, I want to do another duet with my friend Carsey Bland. Can I do one? Yes. Levez-vous. Carsey, would you do me the honor? I've got an idea.
What is it?
Would you come stand here in the crook of the piano
I can stand next to you
and just gingerly place your right hand on the crook?
on the crook.
Yes.
Like that?
Yes.
Just
yes, okay.
like that?
And we're gonna look at each other, awkward, super awkward look at each other,
okay.
and do a duet.
Okay.
Last month, on the last episode, I did a tribute to one of the great songwriters ever, Lamont Dozier, who passed away recently.
Can't hurry, love. No, you just have to wait.
Yes, so what I want to do is talk about Holland Dozier and Holland from Motown. After they had already written dozens and dozens of top 10 hits and #1 hits, I think they wrote like 9 #1 hits for the Supremes, okay?
They're like Hall & Oates, but earlier.
Yes, exactly.
And then not singing them.
And they got in a fight with Motown and they had to leave and start their own label. So I want to do a song that Holland Dozier and Holland produced on their own outside of Motown. This is one of their first big hits. It's by a group called the Chairman of the Board.
I love it.
Yeah. I told you to be awkward.
I feel great. I don't know what you're talking about.
If you know the song, sing it. It goes like this. Give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. Give me just a little more time, our love will surely grow.
Yeah.
I know you want that love in a hurry, but pretty baby now, don't you worry now. I know you want the sweetest things in life, but you know that sweet things don't happen overnight. You think this love is gone a little too slow? Come on now, Carsey, let's give it one more go. So give me just a little more time.
Just a little more
Our
time.
love will surely grow. Give me just a little more time. Our love will surely grow.
Life's too short to make a mistake. Let's think of each other and we'll hesitate. Young and impatient we may be,
Yeah.
but this life's too short to act foolishly.
Don't act foolishly.
If we part, our hearts won't forget it.
Don't forget,
But if we start, I know
we
we'll
won't
regret
regret
it.
it. So give me just a little more
Give
time.
me just a little more
Our
time.
love will surely grow. Give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. Saxophone, yeah. Are you watching at home? I see you, babe. Everybody sing it one time for me. I said, give me just a little more time. Our love will surely grow. I said, give me just a little more time. Our love will surely grow.
Beautiful.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's the song called Give Me Just a Little More Time. The group was called Chairman of the Board. It was produced by Holland Dozier and Holland. And you want to know something interesting? The lead singer of that group, General Johnson was his name. His signature was Brut. He used to go, give me just a little more time, Brut. Yeah, that was his shtick. And after he had that hit song, he went on to write a ton of other hit songs. He wrote Want Ads, you know that song? Gonna put it in the Want Ads, yeah. He also wrote Patches. Patches by Clarence Carter. George, you know that song? God damn it. Buzzkill George. Patches, I'm depending upon your son to pull the family through. It's all up to you. That song, it's about poverty and shit. It's good. Anyway, Patches. Can I do one more song, George? Do I have time for one more song? Yeah. Boys and girls, we're gonna be switching over to Patreon for the after party. But because we're in South Philadelphia, I thought I would do a song that everybody knows that I wrote in South Philadelphia. Yeah. Please sing along. Down in the room.